On the 25th of October 1415, a battle took place in France that cemented the legendary status of the Longbow. At a place called Agincourt, a starved and greatly depleted English army, consisting mainly of freemen and peasants, not only defeated, but absolutely decimated a larger French army, consisting of mounted knights and the vast majority of French nobility. Fast forward to the 31st century, and although the age of bows and arrows, swords and shields have long since gone, the longbow still exists, and it is still a formidable weapon. Introduced in 2480 as the LGBOC longbow, it has seen service with many of the armies of the Inner Sphere since the days of the Star League, and is one of the most well-known fire support mechs in existence. Weighing in at an impressive 85 tons, the longbow is smack dab in the middle of the assault class category. However, it is no slouch either, capable of reaching 54 kilometers an hour, thanks to its Strand 255 fusion engine. The longbow also boasts 14.5 tons of armor, which allows it to take quite a considerable amount of punishment, considering that it's usually fielded in a fire support role. As such, I consider the longbow the designated hitter of the mech world, as in that it does supremely well in the role it was designed to do. Also, it looks a little bit like Stewie Griffin's head, and who doesn't like that? Costing a meager 7,408,325 C build, and originally fielded by the Free Worlds League. The original variant of the longbow consisted of 22 heatsinks, 2 LRM-20s, 2 LRM-5s, and 2 medium lasers, along with 3 tons of ammunition. However, its severe lack of case protection for said ammunition resulted in many pilots going the way of the Phoenix and dying in a fiery ball of glory due to ammo explosions. Other variants of the longbow are not exactly attempts to change up its combat role, but in essence to improve the original design, but not always for the better. For example, the LGBOW was an attempt to add additional speed by removing the 2 medium lasers and 5.5 tons of armor, allowing the Strand 255 fusion engine to be replaced by the Strand 340. However, this only gave a modicum increase of speed of 64 kilometers an hour. Why anyone would want to take armor off a machine that is already susceptible to ammo explosions just to get a little bit of extra speed is, well, quite frankly, stupid. On the flip side, the LGB7V variant was an attempt to bring the mech up to more modern specification, replacing the engine for an XL engine, removing the 2 LRM-5 launchers for an Artemis 4, introducing case protection for the ammunition, which reduced the likelihood of the mech spontaneously combusting. For close combat, the 2 medium lasers have been replaced by 5 medium pulse lasers. And then to add a little bit more long-range firepower, the 7V also has an ER large laser. The 12C, 12R and 13C variants are all an attempt in improving the longbow through its primary function, that of a fire support mech. The 12C includes 2 LRM-15s on top of the 2 LRM-20s, but reduces its close quarters capability by only allowing it to mount 3 AR small lasers. The 12R removes the LRM-20s altogether and has 4 LRM-15s along with an ER large laser and an ER medium laser, as well as a light fusion engine, with the 13C having a larger engine and mounting 6 Doombud medium missile launcher 7s, an Artemis 4 FCS, 6 tons of case protection, as well as 3 diverse optics, extended range small lasers. Now, there are other variants of this mech, but I think I've covered the ones of note, particularly the ones that deal with its primary role of being a support mech. In conclusion then, the Longbow is a mech that is designed for a specific role, fire support. Despite being 85 tons and classed as an assault, I wouldn't be storming any ramparts with this particular mech if I had a choice. And seeing as how I do have a choice, I would probably choose a catapult over a Longbow as a second line support fire unit, largely because it's cheaper, faster, and capable of mounting a wider variety of weapon systems. That doesn't mean the Longbow isn't a nice mech. It's just not a mech I'd want to pilot.